Hey guys, welcome to episode 12 of the third season here at FC Köln. This will be the Bundesliga season finale. We hope and pray that it isn't the final episode of the season because of course we have the semi-final second leg of the Europa League against Villarreal to play today at home after we gained a 1-1 draw in Spain. We're quote-unquote kind of ahead on away goals, so to speak. So I'd like to get to the final to then have a one-off final special tomorrow. With how the Bundesliga sits right now, we might not be playing all three games. If we have our league position absolutely assured before the game against Werder Bremen or after the game against Werder Bremen, then there's literally no point in playing a game for the sake of just playing a game. So we'll simulate the final game of the season against Leipzig, but they're trying to close us down. They're 6 points behind us with 3 games to go. And similarly, we're 6 points behind Bayern with 3 games to go. Dortmund could still win the league themselves as well, and we face them first. So it's a massive game for both clubs. It could, however, mean absolutely nothing if we beat Dortmund and then Bayern win on match day 32. They've almost certainly won the league, and we definitely can't catch them unless goal difference swings massively, or unless they lose their last 2 games. I think goal difference is actually, it's very heavily in their favour, even from us. And we're very heavily in favour compared to a number of other sides as well. We've actually scored 1 more goal than them. We've just conceded 33, unfortunately. But, you know, 33 goals in 31 games isn't a lot to concede. But it's perhaps more than we might want to concede. We'll start with this press conference against Borussia Dortmund. And the first game against them, I'm not overly confident that we're going to be able to get the results we'd like here. All I can do is hope to win all 3 league games and see what happens with the rest of the league. We see more of Kainz. Nothing personal. He'll play in the Europa League and not in the Bundesliga. Although it seemed unlikely back when it all started, a top table finish is well within your reach. We'll definitely do it. We'll fight to the end to try and get into the first position, but I highly doubt that we'll do that now. Will you be able to motivate? We're always motivated. Always. There's never a moment where we don't try our absolute hardest. It's just that sometimes we do try our absolute hardest and we fail. But that's football. It happens from time to time. We've certainly had a phenomenal season comparatively to 1 and 2. So we'll look to keep that going here. And fingers crossed we can get ourselves a win against Borussia Dortmund to start things off today. I'll have a quick look at the injury list. And Martinez is out for 3 weeks, so he will miss the rest of the season. So I can just take him straight out of the side there. Özcan is very good actually when he plays, so we'll continue to start him alongside Kotziello, and the rest of the team should be fit enough to play this game. Timo Horn now 85 rated, Jorge Mera 87 rated. I'm going to have a quick look actually on SoFIFA and see what his default potential is, because I don't think it's quite that high. Jorge Mera's potential is 84. So with the dynamic potential, he's grown to 87. He's been that good. That's a true sign of how effective the dynamic potential mechanic is in career mode. It's definitely one of the best additions to the game that we've seen in years. We'll play in our red away kit, and they can play in their regular home kit, and hopefully we can get 3 points to start us off. The miracle might begin now. Dortmund's 11, Berkey in goal, Schultz, Stones, De Vrij and Wolf, Delaney and Witsel sat in the holding positions, Hazard, Brandt and Sancho, with Karim Benzema up top. Very familiar looking Dortmund side for this save at least, obviously with Benzema in there, and De Vrij and Stones at the back. But certainly a side we can compete with. Whether we can beat them or not is a different story. Benzema, it's a lovely spin, out to Jadon Sancho. Expecting to be under the cost for the majority of this game. Wolf driving down the line, dinked in, that'll be cleared away by Jorge Mera. Oh, well, yeah, Thomas Delaney's going to have to do certainly a lot better than that if they're going to be scoring here for Borussia Dortmund, especially from that sort of distance. We have seen goals go in from that sort of range, but not when they're struck that poorly. Trying to drive down the line, Katterbach's done well. Get it in centrally. Still waiting for a proper chance in this game. Layout. Out to Weiser. I've got options. Hadji's making a run. I'm actually going to use Leao first. Do a little drag back. Work some space for De Vrij. Lunges in and gets it away from me. 20 minutes in. Still no chances on goal really other than that wild Thomas Delaney effort. Dinked out wide here to Jadon Sancho. Down the right-hand side. Cross could come in here. Taking the time, Dortmund. Taking too much time. We'll nod that out. Well, we know we're good at counter-attacks, so let's go on one, shall we? Özcan. See, not really that much going on with regards to counter-attack there, and I ran out of space. Finn Boassen's equalised for Augsburg against Wolfsburg, which is important for us with regards to the teams below us in the league. Leipzig and Wolfsburg both chasing us. We're obviously concerned with Dortmund and Bayern above us to start off with before anything higher up the table becomes too much of an ask. Rafael Leao. Cosciello's made a good run, but I can't find him. This has been a real difficult fixture so far. Possession changing hands quite regularly, but neither side able to really have a clear-cut chance. Unless Dortmund are able to build one now. Here's Benzema. He will find Julian Brandt. I'm not sure if he's onside. He wasn't. And that sums up this first half. 10 minutes till half-time. Well, I wanted to try and get Trezeguet in behind. Actually, it was Katterbach that made the run forward, but still, we end up on the back foot somehow. Torgan Hazard runs straight into a Hezeway. He can drive forward and really force the issue offensively. In there to Hattie, but John Stones steps in. They've been so solid defensively, Dortmund, so far. I haven't been able to even have one chance on goal yet. Here's Torgan Hazard out wide, and the cross could come in. And it does, and it's a decent one. And you just knew, as soon as Katterbach backed away, I was never going to be able to get back to the ball. Dortmund 1, Köln 0. It was a really good ball in, but I just knew. Katterbach disappears, and I couldn't turn around and get back towards Jadon Sancho in time. Timo Horn, nowhere near it. Katterbach seen backing away before then coming towards the ball. You know when that happens, you're definitely going to concede. 1-0 Dortmund, 2 minutes before half-time. And like I say, we are yet to have a shot on goal. So at this stage, we don't look like we're going to be finishing even second, let alone challenging for the title. Because if Dortmund win this, they will be too far above us for us to even catch them in second, let alone Bayern at the top. I should have played the pass there rather than trying the shot. Still, no shot on goal for me in the entirety of this first half. Trying to maybe have one opportunity right at the death. And it could still fall for me. It hasn't. John Stones will clear and it'll be half-time. Nico Schultz, heavy touch. Still got to the ball first. Torgan Hazard steps away from a Hezeway. They've got Union Berlin next, Dortmund. That's not necessarily going to be too much of a test for them, is it? Dortmund really could still win the title themselves here. It's not necessarily just a fight for second place, this. They're only a few points behind. Bayern, was it 2 points? They're 4 points ahead of us, actually, Dortmund. So losing this game would certainly see us finish a maximum of third. But I would love to at least draw it and keep the hope for second place alive until more than just the first game of the episode. 10 minutes into the second half, and finally, we've had a chance on goal. I'll whip this in, and Hadji will try and find a teammate. Wolf underneath it. Cielo knocks that down. Trezeguet first time. It won't fall for Rafael Leao with the keeper on the floor. They brought Lorenzo Insigne on at half-time here for Benzema. Leipzig have gone 2-0 up, so they're going to be closing the gap on us if things stay as is. Could be a very, very important final day of the season against Rasenballsport Leipzig if we're not able to get at least something from this game here against Dortmund. Oh, Leao's not going to get to that either. An hour played here and we don't look very good. Hezeway in there to Verstraete. To Mitchell Weiser. Trying to get... Oh, Nico Schultz is just too good. Hazard. Nice tackle by Verstraete. Can I get to the loose ball? No. Schultz could drive centrally, could go down the line. He's gone to Marco Reus. He's drawn out of position. It's Insigne. It's 2-0. Oh, don't dab on me. You are having a laugh. As if to rub it in even more. Lorenzo Insigne dabs on me. He's like, no second place for you. Only third. Cheers, Lorenzo. Appreciate that very much indeed. 2-0 Borussia Dortmund. Despite all of our improvements this year, we need to be better still if we're to be beating Germany's big two. Borussia and Bayern will be finishing above us in the league this year. It will be third at best for FC Köln unless we can get one back here, which we might do from the penalty spot. Foul by Stefan de Vrij. No card, apparently, from the referee. I need to tuck this away. I'm going to put it there. Good pen. Right, game on again. Oh, it's a hell of a through ball. Insigne's in again. Oh, and he's beaten me, and he scored again. Lorenzo Insigne, don't dabble me again, please. Thank you. Ah, yeah. Third only. Forward to Özcan. Oh, I don't know where to go. Layout. Oh, tackled. Oh, how do you get to that? Oh. Dortmund 3. FC Köln 1. Title hopes gone. Second place hopes gone. And with Leipzig winning by 3-0 there, keeping third place might be more of a task than we'd hoped. Kainz would have helped it. He could prove me wrong in the game against Villarreal, but I don't think Kainz would have really helped in that particular game. It was bound to happen eventually. It was good while it lasted. We should have kept it going. It was good while it lasted. I mean, we're FC Köln, and we're going to finish in a Champions League spot in the Bundesliga. There's absolutely no shame in that whatsoever. It's just frustrating to have lost to Dortmund here towards the end of the season. We've had opportunities as well to keep up with those at the top of the table and maybe even stay above those at the top of the table. There's some results that we've let slip that we really shouldn't have. But next is a result we really cannot afford to let slip. We have a 1-1 first leg away goal lead. And it's now time to play Villarreal at home. With the first match ending in a draw, are you confident that you can prevail on home soil? Yes, we have every chance of getting to the Europa League final today. On paper, it looks like we're level on ability, really. We'll focus on playing well. Hopefully, a good performance will lead to a good result. Your side have had a bit of a mixed bag in terms of results recently as a manager. How have you reacted to this seemingly erratic patch of form? It's not really that erratic. You'll see what the players are made of, I hope. You'll see what I'm made of, I hope. Villarreal at home. This is the biggest game of the season, the biggest game of the save. Villarreal's starting lineup looks very similar, if not identical, to the first team, or first leg game. Now, I think Molanes wasn't starting at Cam. He had someone else in there, but other than that, it looks very similar to the 11 that we played in leg number 1. They went 1-0 up in that tie, so we certainly have to be better to start things off in this one. Keep a clean sheet. We go through regardless of whatever else happens. Just keep a clean sheet, Ches, and you're in the final. Keep that away from the man closing me down. Cozziello. Just take things slowly. Don't need to rush anything. We know, really, I could just sit and hold possession for the full 90 minutes and go through. It's not exactly realistic football to do so, but we will play a slower, more patient, possession-based game rather than relying on our counter-attack. I want to try and give the opposition as little of the ball as possible. Rushed that pass, though, with Lukaku trying to squeeze around the corner to Florian Kainz as he was breaking into the box. Schindler misplaces his pass, looking for Özcan in the middle. And now we're slightly in trouble. Thankfully, we've gotten numbers back. Gomez with Alberto Moreno making runs off him. Cozziello trying to close that out. Can't. Morales to Unal. Cáceres. Unal. Cáceres. Going to go around the outside, maybe cut back. He's got support here from Peña. I'll reiterate, keep a clean sheet and we go through. Win that header, please. He has, but he's only put it behind for a corner there, Ahizabwe. Please don't score. Please don't score. Cozziello heads away. Can I win that foot race? No. Oh, Moy Gomez, that was a bit nicer than I hoped you'd come up with, to be honest. Alvaro. Oh, Kainz intercepts well, holds off the Villarreal man, and Lukaku can break. It's me going. I don't want to rely on the counter-attack, and then we find ourselves on a decent counter-attack. Cozziello in behind Torres here. I've got numbers in the box. I'm going to try and pull it back for one of those numbers. It's Kainz. It's blocked by Peña. It's Kainz again who goes down very unnecessarily. when he could have just tucked that home at the second attempt. Will we rue that missed opportunity? There's Chan to Trezeguet. There's Luca Bacchio. A little bit of footwork. Looking to get around the outside of Alvaro. It's not going to work. Half an hour played though. As things stand, we are Europa League finalists. Kainz. Oh, there's barely any defenders back. And Luca Bacchio's not going to get caught in this situation. No! Kainz! Florian doesn't want to score today, does he? Ulai to Molanes. Over the top looking for Chukwueze, who's going to get away from me, you would imagine. Pretty damn fast, Chukwueze. Katabak's no slouch, and he's defending very well there by standing up tall. Cáceres into Unal. He's got options. One of them here. Oh, no. Picks out Moigames beautifully as Florian Kainz misses an open goal at one end. They tuck one home at the back post. The other. He's away. Has him covered. Has him covered. And then he just gets away from me. Tucked home by Moigames at the back post. There goes our away goal advantage. Is our entire season crumbling in front of our eyes. Cosiello. Schindler. Come on. Come on. I need a goal and I need one sharpish. Florian Kainz. Lovely turn. Florian! Still no goal for him in this game. The Austrian, much better on that occasion. Was floating towards the top corner. Needed a bit more pace on it. We're going to be 1-0 down at half time. One goal to send us to extra time. 2 goals to win it for us. We can now only hope to win it via extra time or by beating Villarreal in 90 minutes. Moigames dinked into the path of Enes Unal. Out wide. Inside there to Moigames. Ulai, Moigames down the line. Here's Alberto Moreno. Early delivery away by Niklas Stark. I'm not going to get to that. Here's Cáceres into Peña. Unal, he spun well. Don't let him score. Yes, Niklas Stark. Lovely challenge. Superb foot in there. Oh, Molanes up muscles. Cosiello, though, as I was trying to pass that away. Moigames, their goal scorer. Gets the ball in, but Stark again in the way. But looking for Kingsley Schindler. Can't find the pass. Moigames again. Where are you going? Decent delivery. No, Unal's there. It's over the bar. I need changes. I need changes. Verstraet's coming on. And despite the fact that Katabak is tiring, I need layout and I need Hadji. I'm going to take Kainz off. No, I'm going to leave Kainz on. He's been a good goal threat. Let's move him out wide though. Right. 23 minutes to save our season. He's away. Into Cosiello. Forward there. Nicely to Rafael Leao. Turns well. Verstraete. Just don't have many options. Don't have many options. We'll look through there for Cosiello. That's a nice ball. And then Rafael Leao's played in. And he can square it back across for Cosiello. And we have an equaliser. We're back in it. We're back in it. Extra time on the horizon if things stay as they are. But we know we're certainly not going out if things stay as they are. Come on. Get yourself to that final, cheese. Free kick for Villarreal. 11 minutes to go. Pau Torres to deliver. Which he does to the back post. It's won by Leao and cleared away. I'm not going to get there with Kainz. I'm telling him to leave it. He still sprints all the way over to it before then deciding to listen to what I've done with the controller and actually leave it. So he's wasted more of his stamina that I didn't want to lose. Stark, forward to Hadji, around the corner. Space for Schindler. And it's a lovely ball by Cosiello to get it to him. And I'm going to utilise that speed. Save. And you can see the movement of Rafael Leao there. I was holding that stick that direction and shooting. And because it registered he wasn't going to get there, he just ran in the direction I was holding the stick. Oh, that should have been 2-1. That should have been us in the final of the Europa League. I can't believe it. We probably aren't going to get a better opportunity between now and the end of the game. In there to Hadji. There's Leao. No runners. Hadji thinking about it. Cosiello moving again. Here's Verstraete. They've left Leao in a bit more space. Footwork. No, I've run straight into Ulai. Time running out to do it in the regulation. We might have to rely on an extra 30 unless we score on this attack. And we will have to score on this attack. Leao to Cotsiello. Don't forget the ball, Vincent. He forgot the ball. He forgot the ball. No. Don't you even think about it. Another 30 minutes. Inside to Cotsiello. Heavy touch, but we're getting away. Across there to Verstrata. Forward into Leao. Move for me, lads. There's no urgency. Cotsiello is seemingly the only man that actually cares about getting us into this final. Everybody, I don't know whether it's a fatigue thing or a morale thing, but in today's episode, we just have not had anything going forward. 75 goals we scored in Bundesliga games before today. We struggled to score against Dortmund. We're struggling to create here against Villarreal. And I'm not sure what the root cause of it is. But whatever that root cause is, we need to figure it out before we go out of this competition, just as our Bundesliga title hopes were doused as well. Verstrata, come towards me, defender. Thank you. Florian Kainz in behind. He's been trying his hardest as well throughout the game, but his hardest has been nowhere near good enough, unfortunately. Cotsiello again, the man in space. Oh, it's meant for Leao. Oh, and Leao's offside here. Oh, nothing I try is working. Don't want to have to rely on penalties, for crying out loud. That's the first half of extra time already done and dusted. Bring that down, get it forward. Nope. 15 to go, otherwise it is pens. Katterback. In there to Verstrata. Turns well. Cotsiello nicely to Jorge Mera. Forward to Ehizaway. Driving into that space. Driving into that space. Ehizaway still going. Tugs back. No foul given. Get the advantage we do. It's probably the wrong place to shoot from. Don't know as I have anyone that has a decent free kick on them, to be fair. What can we do? I'm going to try and get it in here to the number 11. Leao into Kingsley Schindler. Oh, can't get it out of his feet to shoot, though. Maybe I should have shot first time. I don't know. On the counter-attack now. Berenguer trying to do something for Villarreal. There is just 90 seconds or so, including stoppage, left. Oh, it's a lovely ball, but Heasway cuts it out. 2 minutes added on. That was 120 seconds. Come on. Schindler. Leao. Advantage played again. Leao driving forward. This is literally it. This is literally it. This is literally penalties. Literally penalties. Oh my God. For a place in the Europa League final, after 2 1-1 draws, a penalty shootout. If only Florian Kainz had been able to tuck away those chances in the first half. Oh my God. I can't believe it. Right. Verstrata up first. I'm going to go left a bit. Buried. Good. Right. Their first penalty. It's João Moreno to take it. He's going to go this way, I think. Oh, he's missed the target, João Moreno. Terrible penalty. Rafael Leao, I'm going to go bottom right. I'm going to have to time this one as well. The keeper makes the save. It's Morlanes. I think he's going to go the same way. He goes the same way. I was going to say, I think he's going to go the other way, but he went the same way. Yanis Hadji. No, save with the keeper's legs. It's one apiece after 2 pens. Oh, he's dinked it. It's hit the bar. Penalty missed. Schindler, down the middle. No, the keeper read it. Can you believe it? Berenguer buries it. Oh, no. I need to score. I need to score. Otherwise, we're out. Cotsiello, I'm actually going to switch sides. Oh, I need to save this penalty. Or he needs to miss. Ruben Peña. He hits the bar. We're still in with a shout. Florian Kainz. He couldn't do it in regulation time. Can he do it from the spot? Yes, he can. Keeper went the right way, but it was the timed penalty that did it. Kuan Ulai saved this Timo to send us to the Europa League final. We've done it! European final on the way. The suit will be out tomorrow. Timo Horn is the saviour. Let's go! Yes! PSV won their semi-final by a goal to nil over Leipzig, and they won 2-0 at home. There's confirmation there. So we will play PSV in the final of the Europa League in tomorrow's episode in a one-off final special with the suit. Whether we deserve to be there or not, I'm not sure. That was a big penalty from Florian Kainz. And a big miss from their man that missed their penultimate penalty when they could have won it and gone through there. We're in the final! We're in the final! Nobody likes pens, but today we kept our nerve and won it. Now we need to shift our focus to the final. Would giving Vicer a chance to play have helped the team win? He can prove me wrong. Obviously, we're giving the players that we have given the chance in the Europa League continued opportunity because they played well to get us this far. After Cozziello scored, did you aim to take the game to penalties? Certainly not. Certainly not. Expected to win. Satisfied with the result. This club fights to the end. We'll make it about the club. We'll make it about the players. We don't give up. We don't give up. The league table. We are 7 points short of Dortmund, so we cannot finish second. But we're only 3 points ahead of Leipzig, so we can finish 5th still. Oh, man. We need to get a win against Werder Bremen. 2.4 million. You get 2.4 million only for reaching the final of a European competition. That's outrageous. Werder Bremen at home. Win this, and we should hopefully be guaranteed Champions League football, regardless of what happens in the Europa League final. I hope. But we need to win this game first. Pavlenka in goal. Augustinson, Velkovic, Bogdan and Bemo at the back. Shaheen, Schmidt and Davy Klaassen. And a forward three of Osabuti, Fulkrug and Vaca. 3 points here. And if other results go our way, then we won't need to play Leipzig at the end. We will be guaranteed top 4. But we need to win here to ensure that. Stepa Kachera. Inside to Verstrata. Through the gap. Nicely. Layout. Across to Hadji. Yanis Hadji in behind. Yanis Hadji still going. Stand up towards the back post. Leao. It's going to go in. Rafael scores again. Why couldn't we have done that against Dortmund? I don't know. But we're doing it now. And that's the most important thing. Cut that inside. Özcan. Cross to Hadji. Through Trezeguet. Back to Hadji. Good save, Pavlenka. Nearly 2-0. Good football. I don't know where it's come from, considering the quality of our play recently. Pavlenka will tip that way. Leao will bring it down. Little back heel. I don't know why he's dummied that. Fuck. Shaheen to Osabuti again. Verstrata's trying to keep up with him, but that's not that easy, to be fair. Here's Augustinson to Osabuti again. He's dummy there with a change of pace, and Timo Horn flicks away only as far as... No! It's going to fall kindly for them. Why don't keepers catch? Why can't you catch that? Why can't you catch that? Timo, you were the hero in the last game. 0 again now. Oh, somehow rise that challenge. Schmidt somehow rise that challenge. Probably a foul, actually, to be fair, that second one. We'll look for Mitchell Weiser at White, and he's in. Has he got the legs to get away and stay away? Has he got the finishing ability as well? No. I tried to get that across goal, and he's kicked it straight at the midriff of the goalkeeper. Literally, either side of him with power, and it's a goal. And I've tried to aim it one side of him, and he's kicked it straight at him. Oh... I thought when we went 1-0 up early on, we were back to our old selves. We are not yet, but we'll take that free kick. Bemo. Lifted over the top. Vaca looking to get in behind. Nods it inside. Anton able to get it away. Trezeguet forward there nicely to Hadji. And out wide to Serpa Katera. We have Leipzig next, obviously, in a massively important game if the gap remains as it was prior to the start of this game. Was 3 points. So if we match their result, then it will still be 3 points. And they'll be... Oh my God, how have they not scored? If we match their result, it will still be 3 points. And they could still pip us to a Champions League spot. If they lose on match day 33, and we draw here, then we'll be guaranteed a Champions League spot via a league finish. We're not guaranteed a Champions League spot via a Europa League final finish as of yet, I don't believe, because, well, it depends what's going on in the Eredivisie, I guess. I don't know if we lose to PSV, but they get a Champions League spot via their league finish, if we'll go through to the Champions League via the Europa League finish and not via the league finish. What we can do, though, is hope that we can just get the league finish so we don't need to worry about what happens in tomorrow's episode. We can enjoy the final with no pressure. Leao, bury this. No, Pavlenka saves. Leao again. Velkovic wins the header. Bargfried to Bogdan. Out wide to Augustinsson. Oh, down the line. Here's Osabuti. Needs to stop them from scoring here. And Bornell's done really well. Lunging in at just the right moment. We'll get that into Trezeguet and the counter is on. Oh, Raphael just wouldn't make a run. Just stood there. Come on, pal. So some urgency. We're only drawing and a win could guarantee us Champions League football. Really important. Just no urgency from anyone today. And it's not like we aren't high on morale still, because obviously we've been... Well, you guys have seen the press conferences. Right, Rafael Leao. No, you have to bury this. You have to. That should be Champions League football. That goal should see us in the Champions League next season. And typically it's a counter-attack, and typically it's scored by Rafael Leao. I took so long to settle myself just to make sure. Oh, the relief! Bargfreder with the switch out wide to Osabuti. There's minimal time left here for Bremen to get an equaliser, but there is enough if they're quick. So far they haven't been quick. Augustinsson dinked in by Osabuti. Bornell's not getting rid of that. He is now, and there's the final whistle. That might be it. When I listen to the commentary, are they saying anything about Champions League? They're not saying anything at all. So I don't know if that's us guaranteed top 4 or not. Depends what happened with Leipzig. Depends what happened with Wolfsburg. But we deserved that victory. Leipzig lost to Schalke. And Wolfsburg are about to play Bayern. Champions League football. Regardless of what happens tomorrow in the Europa League final, Champions League football. Let's go. Brilliant performance from Rafael Leao. We have not been playing well. We have not been playing well in the slightest. Sometimes you need a little bit of luck. Sometimes you need that last-minute counter-attack. We took it this time. We weren't able to do it. Every match is difficult. We found that today. Every match has been difficult. Defeat to Dortmund. A penalty win in a European semi-final against Villarreal, followed by 3 points against Werder Bremen. Sandro Martinez is on his way back from injury as well. He might yet feature in that final game, but we know we don't have to play it. And I'll show you why. Martinez back on his way. With 1 game to go, we are 5 points clear of Wolfsburg, and 6 points clear of Leipzig, who we play. We will finish 3rd in the Bundesliga this season. Season 1, 7th. Season 2, 7th. Season 3, 3rd. Delighted with that. Absolutely brilliant performance from everybody involved. Clearly there's work to be done if we are to challenge at the very top for a full season. But to be just 9 points short of Bayern heading into the final day, considering how far adrift we've been over the past few seasons, I think we can class that as a really, really good year. Obviously, they just lost to PSV in the semi-finals of the Europa League. We could have been playing Leipzig again in a European final. We won't be. We'll be playing their victors, the Dutch. Weiser equalises for us here in the 28th minute. Tyler Adams gave them the lead in the 6th minute. They're number 14. Into the second half we go. Can we end the league season with a win? There's no need for us to play this, so that's why I've simulated it. And Leao, of course, with a 76th minute goal. We win on the final day as well. Bayern lost to Borussia Mönchengladbach. Does that mean that Dortmund won the league? Have Dortmund won the league on the final day with that victory? They were 5-0 up last I saw. I think Dortmund on the final day might have stolen the league title away from Bayern Munich. That would be absolute scenes if they have. Popped up with Borussia Dortmund's picture there. And they did, by a point. Wow. The fixtures, what happened on the final day then. Borussia Dortmund won 5-0 against Nuremberg. And Bayern lost 2-1 at home to Borussia Mönchengladbach, who finished 8th. Relegated are Union Berlin and Nuremberg. Hamburg will play in the relegation playoff. But we tomorrow will have the Europa League final against PSV. In the Champions League final, it's Barcelona-Manchester United. But we will certainly, regardless of what happens in this game, we will certainly be having Champions League football next year via our third place league finish. Yes! Huge for us. Massive in what will be the last season of the Köln series next season before we start at Leeds. We will get Champions League football. Let's go! Tomorrow, Europa League final. Make sure you're subscribed. Don't miss it. I'll see you then.